Hello, welcome. Today we are talking about hair extensions, clip-ins to be exact. If you want to know more about tape-ins and other kind of hair extensions, you can visit my blog. But today we're just talking about clip-ins because they are just so easy. Okay, so maybe not that easy, but it is really easy. I can get them in always in under 15 minutes. So we'll start with what you need. You will need maybe some hairspray or hair texturizer if you have fine hair. It's always a good idea if you just washed your hair and your hair is feeling pretty slippery because you want the extensions to have something to grab onto. So a little texture helps with that. And of course you will also need some extensions and a teasing comb, and this is very important. And don't think that I'm saying you need to have like big huge hair and that you're gonna tease your look afterwards. That's not it. You need the teasing comb to put them in. It's part of the application process. And then also a styling clip. And I will show you what you get in a set of extensions and how we're gonna place them. So here we go. Okay, so you can see what you get with hair extensions is a variety of clip-ins with clips attached, and one set is not the same as another. This set is much more narrow than this one, and the configuration of the clips is different. This one has 4 clips, and this one does as well, but as you can see, they're much different sizes. 3 clips, 3 clips, 3 clips, and then here's where we get very different. These are just all 2 clips. And here we have 3 clips, 2 with 2, and then 2 of these tiny little ones like that. So a clip-in looks, let me refocus for you guys, just like this. So they work like the barrettes that we had when we were little kids. You apply a little bit of pressure on the back and they pop open, and then apply pressure like that and they pop shut. So they're pretty easy to operate, but when you leave, wherever you purchase them, you should leave with some kind of a guide, or they should have at least talked to you through how to place them. We start with the one with 3 clips going from earlobe to earlobe and placing that one, and then the widest one goes from the top of the ear to the top of the ear, and then the back of the crown of the head, you place the one with 2 clips, and then on the sides, you evenly place the remaining 4 with 2 clips. So this is the configuration of these, and I'm gonna have to play with these. They don't match my hair yet, so I haven't worn them, but I'm gonna have to play with them to figure it out. But I will show you this set, which I think is a pretty common configuration for hair extensions. So here we go, let me show you. Okay, we start with the one at the bottom of the neck, which goes from earlobe to earlobe, and I just do a rough part with my fingers because if I had to worry about all the precision of getting the comb out and making sure it was totally straight, then it would take me longer than 15 minutes and I wouldn't be able to do them very often. So I'm just parting it there, and then you want to measure it, and how we do that is we take the piece we're going to use, which is the one with 3 clips that goes at the bottom of the neck, and we just kind of place it across and see how it measures. And I already know that she has the same problem that I have, that if we go inside the hairline on one side, we're going to be outside the hairline on the other. So how you deal with that is you just raise it up a little bit. You can see that if we went a little bit higher with it, that it would fit inside the hairline on both sides and you wouldn't see them at all. So I'm not gonna redo it because I just want to show you how to do it. And if you're really good, you will just tease where the clips go, which would be like right here, and right here. But when I'm doing it on myself, I am not that good. I can't see the back of my head, so I just tease it all the way across. And if you have super fine hair, you just washed it or something like that, then it would be a good idea to add some hairspray or texturizer, dry shampoo, something like that, that will give the clips something to hang on to. Because if they don't have something to grab, which is why we're teasing it, so that it has something like a little almost tangle, I guess, when you tease it to grab onto, then they'll come out if you touch your hair or if you slightly pull on it, if you put your coat on, something like that. You don't want that to happen while they're in. They need to stay in, otherwise that's embarrassing. I'm losing it out of the clip here. Okay. So open the clips. And then I'd feel the back of the neck. You can feel where your neck goes in the middle of it. And that's where you'll place the first one. And then you just lay it flat and place the two outer ones. So we have the clips placed, and if you give it a little tug, it's not going anywhere because we did a nice job teasing it. Next one is earlobe, or top of the ear to the other top of the ear, and I already know that she has the same problem that I have, that this one that's supposed to be for the widest one, if I go earlobe or top of the ear to the top of the ear, it's gonna be outside the hairline. So I'm gonna go up a little bit higher as I part it, and you'll see the difference there, that just climbing up a little bit higher. And again, I just tease it all the way across because I'm not that good. Okay, placement of this one is probably the hardest, at least for me it is. And that is because you don't have a clip in the middle of it. The clip is actually just to the left and to the right of the center because this is the center right here. So what I do is you can feel for that bony, it's called the occipital protuberance right here, and you know the little knob on the back of your head. And then you just climb up straight from that, and I'll be holding onto it in the middle and then lay it flat, and that's where I place this one. And then because it's the hardest to place, I don't place the other center one, I go to the side and place that one. And that way if I ended up outside the hairline or something, have to adjust it. I've only done 2 of them instead of placing the whole thing or getting 3 of the 4 placed to the side. So that one is in, and now the last one on the back of the head, things you need to remember when you're placing this one is if your part comes back kind of deep, you don't want your part to run into the extension, and you also want to be just a little bit, maybe an inch or so higher than this one at least, because you don't want to be placing clips on top of clips. So I just pull back a piece like this. And I'm not going to tease this one because you guys get the idea. I'm just going to place it. And just to give you an idea, if you don't tease it, it does pretty easily come out, especially if you're working on like the side of your head where you don't have a lot of, as much hair. It's not as thick over there. So for the side pieces, which is what we have left, we have 4 of these little guys with 2 clips on them, and they are placed just evenly spaced on the side. What you need to remember about these is that you don't want to be outside of the hairline right there or right on it because you'll see it. And I'll show you here what we've got going on. We have this clip right here that you want to avoid, so you want to be more like right here with it so that you're not right on top of this one. So that's what I'll do. And the more often you do these, I can just part my hair really easily without doing too much thinking about it or measuring. I know exactly where they go now. So again, you would tease it just like I did the other ones. Oops, the mannequin. Okay, so I'm gonna place this one. The next one, it just goes a little bit higher than that one, staying out of any part that you might have. If you have a side part, you definitely want to be a little bit below that so that you have enough hair covering it. Our mannequin doesn't really have a part though, so that's okay. So you can see I did the stark contrast of the red extensions with the blonde mannequin because I wanted you to be able to see what I'm doing. But if she had all one color hair, then you wouldn't really even see these. The clips do camouflage nicely and you don't really see them in the hair as long as they're placed well. So if I had placed like a clip on top of a clip, then you might see a corner sticking out like that because it's too thick underneath it. But we did a good job today. They're pretty well camouflaged, and the only reason this one's lifting up a little bit is because we didn't tease. So there you have it. That is how you place extensions, and I love mine. I've been working with them for quite a while, so I have some techniques for hiding your hair so that you don't leave like little bits of the short hairs showing so that people know it's kind of a dead giveaway that you have fake hair in, and hiding the layers on top. I've been working with them for a while, so I'm also gonna share that with you in the future, so stay tuned for that. And if you really enjoyed this video, then hop on over to the blog. If you're watching it on YouTube, I do a lot more than just videos, so if you like this, you'll enjoy the blog too. And give me a like, a share, and a follow if you enjoyed it because it helps me keep making videos like this for you. Bye!